much more prepared for what's coming this time, with a build-up, the expectation of going to Wembley, preparing a team for it. So I feel much more prepared this time, but just as excited, I suppose, as that time. I suppose a little bit more excited.
No, I don't think you can ever get tired of playing at Wembley and obviously playing in a Challenge Cup final. So obviously a great occasion. I suppose as a rugby league player, you've got to savour them. You've got to make the most of it, because before you know it, you're coming to the end of your career. So it's a great occasion for everybody involved. I think for the fans as well. It's gone on this year or last year as well with COVID and all that. So really looking forward to it.
Obviously, I am coming towards the end of my career, and I know how few and far between these massive occasions come, and I know these big games are coming to an end for me, and even some of the guys, our young guys, might never ever play in a cup final again. It's so difficult to go on a run. You might think it's only 4 or 5 games to get to a final or to win it, but it's so difficult. I think the last time we went on a Challenge Cup run was in 2014, and we got to the final, and then this time we've done it again. But how many years there's between it? It's tough, and I know how special they are, and I still think back to those days, like 2014 and 2017, and the finals I've played in, just how special they are, really.
Our main objective is obviously to go there and perform as best as we can and represent the town and the club of St Helens. But like you say, it's probably a good point to mention that we are showcasing the sport to a wider audience. We're on the BBC, so we get a lot more, of a diverse viewing platform. And it really gives us a chance to showcase the sport for what it's all about.
It's an incredible honour, and to be someone that gets that. I know Danny R spoke to me a few times. Obviously, his own town. He was a captain of Castleford, and he said he never got to do it. And he just said you're honoured to do it, and I am. I love it. I love being captain of this club and this team and this group of blokes, and that's special enough for me. But I suppose knowing that my kids grow up around here, I grew up around here, and to do it is very special. But it'd be much more special to get the job done.
I kind of associate Wembley with normally hot weather, like you say, the Challenge Cup. It always seems to be nice for the final day. So it'd be a challenge for us as players. Obviously, playing in the heat, it brings a few more difficulties. But I suppose it should make a better occasion. There should be no excuses in terms of skill level and stuff like that. If the ball's nice and dry, and obviously 2 good teams, who've got good attack going at each other. So hopefully we can showcase rugby league for what it's all about.
I suppose it is amazing the atmosphere gets you. Last time we did it, the buzz. But I suppose you've got to soak all it up, but then it's concentrate. I don't know if you watched any of the football last night and all the pundits and things like that. You watch something like that and you go, that is incredible. Like what those players must be feeling to play in a game like that, and that's something we're going to do next week. And you think, that's special. But that's when it's trickiest. That's where I'm talking about the preparation and the concentration and being in the moment, being able to switch on and stay switched on. It's difficult because there's loads of distractions in a game like that, and you can get caught up in what could happen down the road. And now you just got to focus on what's happening right then.
Castleford are known for quite an attacking style of play. We're known obviously for having a decent attack and scoring a good number of points too. So hopefully on the day, we will put on a good show and we will go at each other. But I suppose we've just got to prepare it as anything really, as normal, and go down and get our job right. But I definitely we're aware of the strengths of Castleford, and like you said, the tag that they have around, how good they can be with the ball.
James Roby and Lachlan Coote are 2 massive indicators for them. But Johnny's the one that seems to be, for me, the kind of the true leader in that team, and the one that sets the standards. And that's no surprise because obviously I got to play with him when he was a young gun back at Saints, and you just knew how serious he took his game, how professional he is, what a good person he is as well, and how hard he works, and his kind of morals, that you knew he was going to be like that. He was going to go that way, and it's easy to see why Saints have kind of built a team around him.
We're aware that we've not won this one for a number of years, so it's a big one at the back of everyone's minds, and probably at the beginning of the year we did talk about hopefully going on and winning this. So as would have, probably every team in the competition, they've all got a chance at the start, but we've put ourselves in a good position. We find ourselves playing in the final, this Saturday against a good Castleford team who I'm sure have got the same objective. But yeah, we are, we've put ourselves in a strong position to accomplish that, and I suppose we've got to get the job done on Saturday, and kind of just carry on where we've left off really with week on week in the league. We don't want to diversify or change things up too much. At the end of the day, it's just another game. It's 80 minutes of rugby league, and the best team on the day will get the trophy. So we're fully focused on that.
When you lose one, you understand what it means, and you see what the guys, and you're on there on the field watching the winners pick the trophy up. It stays with you for a very long time. It'll probably stay with me forever. So to be on the other end of it is massive, and it's massive motivation. And it's something we spoke about this year. Is obviously with Darryl leaving and kind of getting to the final in 2014 was a kind of beginning of the era for this team, and it set the stall out, and it set what we were about as a group of players and what it meant to play for Castleford was, and that team in 2014 was special because everyone had kind of written us off. We were bottom the year before, and we managed to pull it together and do something pretty special that year and get to a final. We nearly got the league leaders. It was the last game of the year, and Saints got it, and you're thinking now, we've gone on quite a journey over the last 7 or 8 years under Darryl, and with this group of players, and you think, right, we could take this and we can go full circle now and right a few of the wrongs we had going back there. And if you think losing a Challenge Cup final right at the beginning to go into win one would be pretty special.
Coming up against a former teammate in Michael Shenton, what was he like in his time at St Helens?
Yes, Shenny, great lad, got on with him really well. Really nice fella, and obviously a fantastic player too. I think he's the same age as me. We played against each other as kids, really. And yeah, he's still performing, still leading the way with Castleford. So yeah, I've not got a bad word to say about Shenny.
Are you paying any attention to their form at the minute? Because they're not in the best of form, but they weren't in the best of form going into that semi against Warrington either.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, I've seen the result yesterday. Was it the Salford result? Which was, when I first read the scoreline, I was a bit surprised, and then obviously I read that they chose to rest a number of players. So you can't really read too much into it until you've actually seen the game and seen what's gone on. But yeah, I suppose I'm not really interested in past form. It's Castleford, if they know what's at stake, they're going to turn up definitely on Saturday, as are we. And we've just got to make sure we're the best team on the day.
Final one from me. Having seen how excited the women's side at St Helens were winning their Challenge Cup, can you match their enthusiasm should the result go your way on Saturday?
Hopefully, yeah, definitely. I think if you was to get the result going our way, then yeah, the lads would be over the moon, and yeah, the celebrations would be fantastic. But I suppose we can't kind of dream too much or get caught up in that. We've got to focus on the job at hand at first.